Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kalarath, and I'm here to try to talk to you in some kind of other way. I want to kind of try this new kind of format. I don't know if I want to call it like a series or whatever, but the idea was that I would sit here in front of the camera, try to talk to you guys about what I've been playing lately, what I'm kind of interested in when it comes to games, and what I'm not that interested in. So please bear with me. I'm probably going to derp a lot because this is going to be the first thing and the first time I'm trying this. So please, just bear with me, right? So, first of all, I just want to talk about where I'm kind of coming from, because the past 2 years, the game I've been mostly playing has been Overwatch, and it's kind of burning me out in some sense. The last season I played quite a lot of competitive, and it's really frustrating when the competitive system seems to be working against you. And I'm talking about like feeling that every single person that I'm getting grouped with is so bad, but it feels like we have the wrong premise for winning. So when you kind of open the tab for seeing like who has come on your team, and you see that, well, you have 3 or 4 even support mains, exclusive support mains often, in your team, and the other team has like more or less either a perfect comp with 2-2 or they have something like 5 DPS or whatever. It gets kind of hard because you're often getting out-sniped, especially when I'm playing a tank myself, and then we suddenly have 4 healers or 4 support, and then maybe either another tank or another or maybe the only DPS main on the team. So it gets really hard and really frustrating to play against that, especially when it happens so often. So I hope that they are going to fix it at some point in some kind of capacity, because the way competitive is now, I'm not having any fun at all, because I feel like every second time or every second game I'm being screwed by the matchmaker. That said, I've been playing Brigitte on the PTR, and I really enjoy her. I think she has a really fun kit. I think that the entire character is kind of charming. The fact that she speaks Swedish is kind of fun for everyone that understands Swedish from up north here. So that's really fun to just watch. As I mentioned on Twitter at some point, she's probably the only Overwatch hero that is swearing. I haven't checked everything that is being said in other languages, but she's actively swearing in Swedish when she's getting discorded by Danyara, so that's kind of fun. So I really hope that she is going to be as fun and that she finds a place in the meta, because she is a lot of fun to play. And hopefully I can try to play her some games myself as well, even though I'm a tank main myself. So that's really fun. When I'm kind of being like bored out, or I'm not sure if I would say bored, but at least like kind of burnt out by Overwatch, I've been playing some Diablo 3. There was like a season reset like a couple of weeks ago, and I've been trying to level up a Crusader since then. It was really fun to begin with, and now that I'm at max level, it feels a bit bland and boring because I feel like I'm only poking them. Or I can play at like a lower difficulty and not get any rewards whatsoever. So it feels like whenever I feel like I'm kind of torn, and I'm at, I think at Paragon like 100 and something, and I have like mostly legendaries, but I have the wrong legendaries only. So it's not that fun to play that. Because I feel like I'm only poking them and it's not doing too much. So at that point, I tried to like level up a barbarian instead. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's like level 10 or 15 or something now, so it'll take a while to get there. But as long as I'm having fun while doing it, I think that's worthwhile, because the journey is half the gameplay, right? I've been also playing a bit of PUBG, and first of all, I'm not good at the game at all. I'm really bad. I can, to a certain degree, aim, but when it comes to like figuring out the tactics and everything, I'm really bad. I'm not the one that actually lands in these kind of crowded areas and try my best to like fight out everything else that is landing there. I'm rather like trying to find like this compound that this is like I'm either alone at, or I'm having like only one other person to try to beat out, and then try to like loot up from there and actually go and be aggressive at that point and actually have had time to get at least some kind of weapon, because otherwise I'm going to be the guy that is getting the Uzi or the shotgun and not getting an AR and just getting like plaffed away from half the field. So I kind of like that kind of approach to it, and that's a bit fun. So as I said, I'm not really good. I've never had a solo chicken dinner. I've been part of multiple both duo and squad dinners, but not anything solo. I've been the past few days, I've had quite a lot of like top 10s, some which were like really promising, and then I just choked it out, which is typical for me, just so you kind of know. So that's been fun. Hopefully at some day I'm going to get a chicken dinner. I'm going to be like, what happened? Someone has to have derped harder than me. So yeah, so that's fun at least. Another thing that I started doing was like this New Year's, I was thinking like, okay, this year I'm going to have like some kind of new gaming kind of resolution. I want to have to do something special with my gaming this year, and I figured out that I wanted to do a speedrun and get it submitted to speedrun.com and have it approved and get officially on the leaderboards somehow. If it was like, as long as it wasn't at the bottom, I would be happy. So I started playing Super Mario World like 1.5 months or so ago, really casually. I played it with it was 11 exit, which is basically doing like the shortest route to the Star World. Do the Star World, kill Bowser, you're done. And I did that with Yoshi, and I was not. I mean, I did it with picking up the Yoshis. I was really like derping out. I was just chilling. I was dying a lot. I was having a good time, and I managed to not come with the last spot. And I thought, okay, now I didn't even try, and I got not the last spot. Okay, let me just try a couple of times. And I tried sometimes, and I after like 3 or 4 attempts, I think I got like 14:50 or something, like just below 15 minutes. And that was really fun. I was like, wow, I never thought I would beat Super Mario World in less than 50 minutes. And I just kept going. And at some point, just like last week, I got 11:58, which is less than 12 minutes. So that's like that's 20% better than I got last time. So I'm really stoked because I've like beaten 2 of my goals. Now my goal is like to try to get like below 11:30, I guess. But it's going to be a hard journey. I think the category that I'm running, which is glitchless, is the record is like 10:45. So I don't have that much to shave off. I need to like really practice my strategies and really figure out where my weakest points are and try to get better at those. So, but I'm having a really good time, and it's really chill for me to just play it because I feel like, at worst case, I'm just resetting and I'm just going back again here. So that's really fun. I'm also planning on trying to do a speedrun on the No Star World part, which is basically going to be the same thing. Go through the levels as fast as you can to get Bowser, but skip the Star World. And that's a much longer route through the entire world, but you can skip as much as you want. But I need to like figure out which kind of path I need to go and try out basically where and what I need to do. So that's kind of fun, and part of the journey is also not. Don't want to like find all the strategies to begin with. I just want to play the game and just discover it for myself. Of course, I know how the first like 5 levels how they should be played to get fast there, and now I can just try to do that over again, right? For the No Star World part. So that's going to be really fun. I've also played a bit on the Switch. I'm currently having a break from both Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, which I've played quite a lot the past few months. But I started playing Celeste, which is really good. It's really fun, and it's really hard. It's difficult platformer, but I kind of love it for it. So I've only gotten 2-3 levels into it, and I'm kind of enjoying it, and like I need to be in the zone for doing it, and I'm having a really good time when I'm doing it. So that's a really good game, and I highly recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. Another game that I've been really wanting to get into that I see everyone play nowadays is Fortnite, but I'm having a really hard time doing it. And the reason why is generally because, well, I don't know it is one thing. It's third-person Battle Royale, which is another thing that I'm not too familiar or too fond with. It's kind of the same thing as I did with H1Z1. It was like, I love the concept when it was new. And I didn't really like that it was third person, because it felt like you could just like sit around the corner and just peek around the entire world. It just didn't feel good. So that's kind of also why I kind of lean more towards the PUBG part of this, is that it's first person, right? So I've been trying to play it a couple of times, I've been having games where I've actually gotten kills, which is like surprising because I mean I have to a degree some kind of aim, but I have no idea what the weapons do. I don't know what the difference between this green weapon and this blue weapon is, for instance. It might be that the green one is better because it's almost the same type, but it's different, right? So that's kind of depending a bit on the context of what. So I really like to play it. I'm not too fond of it, not really too fond of the entire building thing as well, even though it gives you tactical advantages. It's not necessarily for me. That's the only thing. The last thing I want to kind of highlight that I've been playing lately is something I actually started playing I actually downloaded yesterday, which is Plants vs. Zombies, the first one from 2009. I watched this episode from The Completionist. I'm going to link it down below here, where he actually completed the first Plants vs. Zombies game, and I was getting really nostalgic because I sunk so many hours into the game back in the day. And doing so, it was really fun to get back into there. It was like, oh yeah, I remember these kind of plants. I remember how I should do against those kind of zombies. And I'm playing it on my phone, so I can actually use the phone and the game as entertainment during my commutes. So today I just basically played through the entire first level. So now I'm in like level 2, which is like the night world, and it's kind of fun. So that's really fun and really entertaining to go back through. It's probably not going to be some kind of game that I'm going to play forever again, but I want to go through it. I want to do like the challenge modes and so forth, and then probably just drop it because the Zen Garden was really fun back then, but it's not as fun anymore. So that's something really fun. So yeah, what have you been kind of playing? Anything fun or exciting that you want to talk about, or you want maybe me to try? That would be really cool, because I'm kind of depleted on games to play, especially on the PC now, because I feel like even though I've been trying to play a couple of other games, I've been playing some Smite, I've been playing some Dead by Daylight, and I haven't really been having that much of a good time with it. So it's really cool to play something, especially if it's like something kind of niche or something new that that might be like within it. One thing that I'm actually considering playing soonish is going to be a new playthrough of Cuphead, or not a playthrough or a new playthrough, because I didn't finish it the last time. I got to like in the end of Isle 2, and then basically I didn't have time to finish it, and I kind of never picked it up again. So now I just want to like kind of pick it up and actually play it through and through, and that's going to be amazing to play. I actually put on the soundtrack for Cuphead at work today and felt really good jamming out to the jazz while I was doing my work. So that's really fun. So next time it's probably going to be like a third of the time, hopefully. So maybe we can try to have this at like a, I don't know, bi-weekly or monthly schedule, where we can just sit there and talk like, yeah, this is what I've been playing since last time. Alright. Thank you guys for listening in. I really appreciate it, and have a beautiful one. Thank you.